Hey Tony, how you doing? This is Ashley. This is the video that you spoke to Gary about. I'm really excited to make this video for you. I found a lot of good information. I did a lot of research, so I'm excited to share it with you. So I won't waste either of our time, so I will just jump right on in. If you have any questions at all, please reach out. All my information will be listed in the email that I send you this from. So let's get started. When it comes to having a website, and this goes for everybody, it's all about how user-friendly that site is, how easy that site is to navigate, and to be able to cater to different types of people coming to your site for whatever reason that may be. Now, what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your site, they don't want to have to scroll and read and dig throughout your site to figure out what services you offer, let alone what areas you offer those services in. So what we want to do is have all that information readily available. Now, taking a look at your guys' site, a few things that I can point out that I like. I really like this from the ground up. I'm guessing this is your guys' logo. It's really neat how you guys have thought of, the grass coming out of, or maybe that's a tree, coming out of the U. It's really unique. But having a website that's good looking, it's not all about the looks. If you have a great looking site, but there's no power behind it, then what good does that do for you when nobody can see that site? And that's kind of what's going on right now with you guys. So a few things is, let me show you what one of our websites look like to give you an idea of what a website should look like. So when you come to a website, you have a header bar. And in that header bar, you have all of your services and drop-down menus. And what that does is it makes your site that much more user-friendly. You want to do the same thing for your service areas. And again, that makes your site that much more user-friendly. Another thing we like to do is have a click-to-call phone number right from the start of the website. And what that does is it's great for client conversions, but what we find is it tends to cater to specific types of people. And what I mean when I say that is some people come to a site and they specifically are looking for that number to click, call, talk on the phone, and that's it. Well, other people might not want to talk on the phone. It might be late. They might not be able to talk on the phone. So we have a form submission option for those types of people. So we want to make sure that we're catering to multiple different types of people that are coming to your site. And we want to have those options all throughout the website multiple times. And looking at your guys' site, you guys don't have that as of right now. So your site is a little bit messy, I'll say. It's hard to navigate, put it that way. So if somebody was to come here, they'd be like, oh, where's their services? And then they have to start reading, and then they find, oh, there's your services. Well, what about your gallery, or what about your contact us? You guys just don't have any of that, which is something that can be changed. That's not an issue at all. But the next thing I want to talk about is content. Now, when it comes to content, content is considered king in the eyes of Google. So basically, the more content you have, the better. So looking at the content that you guys have on your site, you guys definitely have a little bit, which is a start, but it's not enough to be considered an authority in the eyes of Google, which is an issue. So we definitely want to get some more content on this homepage here of yours, and that would definitely help you. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is your competitor. So I did a general search in Google and found that these guys are one of your competitors for landscaping. Now, you have multiple different competitors for all the different services that you offer, but this video would be far too long if I took the time to show you each one of them, but I would be willing to go over that with you in a further discussion, of course, if you want. So looking on here, looking at these guys' site, you can kind of see that it's your traditional website. But if we look, we can see they have their services, they have their About Us, they have their locations, they have their click-to-call phone number, they have their form submission, and then they have more content than what you guys currently have. But it's not enough to be considered an authority, and it's not enough to scare me, put it that way. So if we come over here and we take a look at your guys' stats, we can see what your stats are based on right here. This is a paid resource I pay monthly for, and we're currently looking at the trust flow of your site. It's rated a 5 out of 100. Now you have not 7 backlinks, but they're rated a 0, which tells me the backlinks that you have are not doing you any good. Now, because of this, you're only getting one person to your site every month. This is a per month number, keep in mind, which is nowhere near what you could or should be getting based on what your guys' one competitor is getting. So if we come over here to your competitor, we can see what their stats look like, but look at how much traffic they're getting. They're getting over 100 people to their website each and every month. Keep in mind, again, this is a per month number. That's a lot of business that you guys could be getting if you were put in the right direction, I'll say. So if we come over here, this is the layout of Google for this search that I did. The first part of Google is the Google My Business section, and this area is important to want to be in, as any section of Google is. Because remember how I said earlier, some people come to your site to call, some people come to your site to message? Same thing with Google. Some people come and strictly go to the ads, other people strictly go to the organic. Whatever the case may be, we want to make sure that you're in each of those spots. That way you have the highest odds to be chosen. As you can see, this Jupiter landscaping company is listed here. They're listed there. So they're getting the most business as of right now, when that could be you. So in order to get ranked in here, a few tips that I could give you is making sure that your listing is professionally and properly filled out. Another thing that you could do is have citations, which is obviously something that we offer, and geotagging your pictures, getting reviews. There's a few things that you could do to help get ranked in that area there. Now, the next section of Google is the organic section. It directly deals with your website. This is where we would come into play. This is where our SEO comes into play. We would go and create monthly what are called backlinks, the most relevant ones are for the most effectiveness, and we'd have them pointing back at your website. Now, again, just to show you one more time, you see what you're currently getting versus what you could be getting based on just one of your competitors. Imagine all your competitors added up, how much more business you could be getting. But that's all I have for you, Tony. Reach out, let's talk, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.